Palmwood has existed for over 9 years at this point, and yet it is still one of the most elusive and hard to collect trees in all of Lumber Tycoon 2. However, due to its unique color and great synergy with other trees, such as birch and pine, palmwood remains always in demand. So in this video, I'll be going over 3 methods for obtaining palmwood, including a brand new, never seen before mobile method. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright guys, the first thing I recommend doing is buying a silver axe, as there is a high likelihood in you dying when trying out these methods for the first time, and losing a silver axe is a lot less damage than losing something like a mani axe, as you can just buy another one in the store and it chops palm trees just fine. Let's get into the first method, which is going to be the PC glitch. Alright guys, to do this first method, you're going to need to make sure that your full screen is off, and in order to turn it off, simply go into your Roblox settings, scroll down to full screen, and make sure you turn it off. Once that is done, you will notice this top bar on your screen here, and you will notice that if you click and hold one of these 3 icons in the right corner, your game will actually freeze up. So as you see here, I just jumped, I clicked and held down my mouse cursor on the minimize button, and as you can see, the game is fully frozen until I let go. So I'll just do one more demonstration. As you can see here, I'm jumping, grabbing the minimize button with my cursor, and then letting go, and the game resumes as normal. And the reason why this is so useful is that if you are taking damage from the water and freeze your game, you will actually stop taking damage and regenerate health while you are frozen. And using this glitch, you can actually drive all the way to the Palm Islands by freezing the game and regenerating health when you are about to die. And this glitch can get you to either of the 3 Palm Islands, however, I recommend going to the one right by the ferry in between the tropics and the mainland. So let's begin by driving our truck directly into the water, headed straight for the Palm Island. Now make sure to watch your health bar here, and the second it gets into the red, all you want to do is freeze up your game. And as you can see, my game is now frozen as I am no longer taking damage from the water, and my health is actually starting to regenerate. Now it does take around a minute for your health bar to regenerate all the way back up into the green, so I recommend sitting here for about 50 seconds just to be sure. Now do be aware that if you stay frozen for more than a minute and a half, the game will try to kick you out, so just make sure you unfreeze after about a minute each time, and if your health isn't fully regenerated, you can always freeze again right after. Now when you are ready to unfreeze, make sure that you are holding down the W key on your keyboard in order to keep your car moving forward. So as you see here, I just unfroze my game, went forward for about 3 or 4 seconds until my health got back down into the red, and then froze up my game again. And this is the exact process that you're going to want to repeat all the way up until you reach the Palm Island. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut to our last freeze right as we are approaching the island. And there we go, we are now on the Palm Island. Now once you are on the Palm Island, you're going to want to chop down as many trees as you can fit into your car. And once you've gotten all of your palm trees collected, you're going to want to do the exact same thing, except now instead of aiming for the Palm Island, you're going to aim for the mainland dock. So just make sure that you're aimed directly for the ramp in order to actually exit the ocean. And just to confirm that you're going in the right direction, make sure you can actually see the ramp from underneath the water, and just keep going in that direction. Anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut forward to when we're actually approaching the ramp. Alright guys, I'm on my last freeze here, and as you can see, the ramp is right in front of me, and for this last unfreezing, what I want to do is make sure that I turn my car to the left in order to actually make it up the ramp. So I'm gonna unfreeze my game and drive onto safety, and just like that, we have collected a truckload of palm wood all the way from the Palm Island. Anyways, let's hop straight into the mobile method, which is very similar. Alright guys, for the mobile method, we are going to employ a very similar tactic to the one used in the PC method, that being game freezing. So in order to freeze on mobile, go into Roblox settings and click the give feedback button under translator feedback. Once you click this button, you will enter this sort of feedback mode. It doesn't really matter too much. All that you need to know is that when you're in this feedback mode, your game is actually frozen, which means you can regenerate health when underwater. So from here, all you want to do is hop into your truck and start driving towards the Palm Island. Just like with the PC method, once your health gets below a certain point, you're going to want to quickly go into your settings tab and click the give feedback button. So as you can see here, I just clicked the feedback button and now I am frozen underneath the water and my health is beginning to regenerate. And you can actually stay on this screen for as long as you want, so don't worry about rushing it at all. I'd recommend waiting at least a minute and 20 seconds between each freeze, just to make sure your health is fully healed up. And once you are ready to unfreeze your game, simply press the exit button and make sure that you start driving immediately towards the Palm Island. Now this process can be very tedious and very difficult at first, but after doing it a few times, it does get a lot easier. The only thing that you need to be really afraid of is making sure that you are going directly towards the Palm Island, as it is really easy to get turned around underwater between freezes on mobile. Anyways, I'm just gonna speed this up until we get to the Palm Island itself. And just like that, you have arrived on the Palm Island, and oops, I got stuck. That's kind of awkward. Anyways, as I was saying, you are now on the Palm Island, and it is time to collect some trees and get ready to make your way back all the way to the mainland ramp. And in order to make it back to the mainland, simply do the exact same thing that you did coming over here, except now you're going to be aiming for the mainland ramp instead of the Palm Island. Anyways, I do have one last method for getting to the Palm Island reliably without having to use any of those glitches, and that method is simply door bridging. And if you have a base that is a fully expanded plot, all you need to do to reach the Palm Island is build your door bridge from the exact corner of the base, pointing directly towards the Palm Island in this position. And just a quick tutorial on how to build a door bridge, you're going to want to start with a glass door and then open it up. From there, place down a guiding blueprint next to the glass door, and then grab a fat door and place it directly above the glass door so that it interlocks about one stud, as you can see here. Now from there, you're going to want to make sure that all of your fat doors are in an opened position, so make sure to open them all before placing them. And from there, you simply place each fat door one stud overlapping with the previous fat door, and once you place each door, it should automatically open up and go out of the way, assuming that you opened all of the doors beforehand. And then from there, to actually weld everything together, simply go up the door bridge, close all of the doors, and move B all of them so they all stick together. And as you can see, when you lower the glass door, all of the other doors go with it. Anyways, there are much better tutorials on how to build a door bridge, but I just want to quickly mention this method as an option in case you were considering it. Anyways, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching all the way until the end, and if you have any questions on any of the methods seen in this video, let me know in the comments down below and I'll try to answer them. Anyways, this is going to be it for me, so goodbye.